Congratulations, Pennsylvania Key Clubbers, on being elected to represent your club as an officer. I'm Governor Lindsey, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what your duties will be this year. First, we have to go back and give you a little bit of information about what Key Club is, just to make sure we cover all of our bases. First, Key Club is a branch of the Kiwanis family. Kiwanis is the largest service organization for adults. We are a branch which also includes Circle K, the college organization, Builders Club for middle school students, K Kids for elementary school kids, and Action Club for those with special needs. Key Club makes up the largest branch of all of these organizations put together. Your Kiwanis Club is a great resource to use because they know many things and can teach you things about the business world, serving, and helping others. Our international structure for Key Club International is also a much more complicated thing than just what you get to experience at your club level. You have your club, which is the most important part about Key Club, but then you're also in a division. Divisions are made up of typically about 6 to 10 Key Clubs and are overseen by a lieutenant governor who sits on a district board. Your lieutenant governor is a great resource as they'll be able to communicate your ideas back to your district, Pennsylvania. On the district board, there are the lieutenant governors, your governor, and then the executive committee who assures that all district functions are running well. Above that is the international level. There's an international president who oversees all of Key Club International in every country. And then underneath that is the international trustees. International trustees look at groups of sister districts, which could include Pennsylvania and other districts around the world. Besides structure, there's also a lot of things that go on in Key Club that you might not have realized that go on your club level before. Leading your club is very important as everything you do directly affects the success of your club and all of its members. At the beginning of your term, create a list of projects that you would like to participate in throughout the year. Schedule each month to assure that everything gets done in a timely manner. You list out when you should pay dues, what projects should be done at a certain time, and when you're going to begin talking about district convention. Make sure that every month you review these lists and assure that everything is happening as it should. Go back and look at past agendas that other officers have used so you can assure that everything that needs to be done gets done. Also talk to your club advisor. They've been doing this for a long time and are a great resource. If they're newer, that's okay too. They're still there to help you and will be able to find out answers that you might not be able to find for yourself. We strongly recommend that you use Google Drive to store all of your documents, including agendas, minutes, hours, anything that your club uses to recruit. Basically, Google Drive is a great place to store all of your ideas so that next generation Key Clubbers will also be able to access all of these materials, and you'll be able to go back and access things from the officers previous to you. Communication and delegation is a very important part of this new job. You're an officer, you're going to be very busy. You're a high school student too. You have to make sure that school always comes first. But Key Club is also very important. You can't do everything by yourself. And sometimes presidents try to do that, other officers too. Make sure you delegate. You can delegate to other officers, they're there to help you. But most importantly, you can also have committees. Say you have a big project coming up, you put a committee just on that specific project. Or you can have standing committees that run throughout the entire year. These committees will be able to look at things in more detail and be able to give you more information from a club member's experience. The most important thing to remember is even though you are now a club officer, you're still a Key Club member, and they're still the most important part. As a club officer, you are a servant leader. Being a servant leader means you put your members first. You might have this fancy title, but it doesn't mean anything other than you're gonna work really hard. You have to put your members first because that's what a Key Clubber does. Being a Key Clubber and an officer means that you've accepted the challenge of developing your leadership skills. While developing your leadership skills, there are a couple things that you need to keep in mind. Good leaders make sure that they're organized at all times. You need to create a month-by-month plan. We've talked about that a little bit before. But on this month-by-month plan, you need to make sure you include district convention, due payments, specific projects, when you're going to meet with your Kiwanis Club, if you have any other organizations such as Builders Club or K Kids in your community, working with them. It's very, very important that everyone gets recognized throughout your club and that you're working with the people you need to be working with. Keep in mind that your term is only 1 year. Key Club's year does not follow the same as a high school's, as our elections for new officers, for you guys especially, need to happen before district convention. District convention always happens in early March in the District of Pennsylvania, so you need to make sure that your elections occur before that so that your new presidents and new officers will be going into convention ready to learn what their jobs are going to be for the next year. As an officer, communication is one of the most vital pieces of what you're going to be doing. One of the most important communication pieces will be with your club advisor and administration of your school. Your club advisor knows tons of information that you might not even know yourself. There are things that have been happening behind the scenes for years before you were elected a club officer that the advisor has seen over and over again. Your club advisor is a great tool because she or he will know how to work with the district and work with your lieutenant governor to assure that all things are happening in a timely manner. Your administration of your school is also very important to keep in mind, as they're running the entire school and know what things you're allowed to do and what you're not. They'll be able to tell you how to work with your school board and different members of the community. Your Kiwanis Club. They're your parent organization. You need to work with them because together we can build a stronger world. Your Kiwanis Club has experiences in service that you have not had yet. They're a great resource to go and talk about interviews and things that maybe aren't even service related, but can help you better yourself as a human being. Go to a Kiwanis meeting or invite them to one of your club meetings. Make sure that your connection is strong. Together, we are a stronger organization. Talk to your club members. No, not just at a meeting in front of them. Talk to your club members when you're serving. Make sure you're an approachable officer. The best leaders are ones that are also called a friend. Your lieutenant governor that we speak about previously, who oversees your entire division, will be one of the most vital communication pieces you'll have this year. Your lieutenant governor basically works with you to make sure the district knows your ideas and you know the district's ideas. That way everything can happen in a timely manner and we're getting done everything that needs to be done. Your lieutenant governor will send a monthly newsletter which will update you and inform you on anything you need to be knowing. From our Youth Serving Youth project, which is the project the district chooses every year to make a major emphasis, and from anything the international needs you to know. They'll let you know when elections are occurring for lieutenant governor or for district convention. They'll let you know what district convention is all about and make sure that your monthly reports will be in on time. Your lieutenant governor will be one of your greatest resources in helping you throughout this year. Other resources besides people include online resources. The Pennsylvania Key Club website is going to be one of the most visited websites, I guarantee, now that you've been elected an officer. On the website, you will find the Keystonian, which is a publication that will include all sorts of information that will let you know what you need to be doing. The website will talk about the Youth Serving Youth project. They'll talk about the bylaws, which now as an officer you need to inform yourself with. Being a key clubber means that you're going to be able to understand how the governance works, and the bylaws will help you to do so. You'll schedule a Key Club week, which will also be resources online to be able to find and be able to organize successfully. Key Club week typically takes place in November, and each day is dedicated to a different event. One could be K-Family, one could be recognizing you guys, the officers. Key Club Week is a great way to let your school know about what's going on, and all of the resources about Key Club Week can be found on the website. Other things found on the website include recognition and awards. There are many different awards and recognitions that your club can receive. Anything from making a poster or giving a speech at district convention to being a distinguished officer. Being a distinguished officer is not going to be something that you can strive for in your term. You're already one step there by watching this video. One part of being a distinguished officer means that you participate in training, which is what you're doing right now. All the distinguished requirements are found on the website and will follow in this video for what your specific job is and what you need to make sure you're accomplishing. Being distinguished means that you'll have a monthly report filed every single month that will have a bit of information about what you've been doing. These are very important as this is how the district knows what's going on and keeps you, your lieutenant governor, and the entire international organization held together. Congratulations on being elected an officer. We hope you continue to serve and we can't wait to serve alongside you.